I'm not here today to motivate you. I'm not a motivational speaker. But I'm here to inspire you to take your business to the next level. The only difference between you and I maybe is I have a few more years of experience. That's it. I'm the results of the books that I have read, the mentors that I've had, and I create nothing on my own. I'm just a reflection of the quality of people that are around me. So I'm going to talk to you as my friend. Is that okay? And then I read the book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And he opened my eyes to what's called the cash flow quadrant, where he told me every person in the world is divided into four. Either they are employed, one of them, which means they exchange their time for money, they make a linear income. Or what happens is they are self-employed, again they exchange their time for money and they don't have leverage. And what the problem is, they are also same thing, they're exchanging time for money. They have linear income. The problem with this side of the quadrant is this: you are one sickness away from being broke. You are one sickness away from being broke. If you have a job, you are going to be replaced by something faster, cheaper, prettier, or better. And then I looked at so I had my employee role, so I had a white-collar job. I had a self-employed role. I had a blue-collar job myself. I had a sales role as well, so I went into that as well. Then I looked on the right-hand side of the quadrant. I found business owners make a lot of money. One of the things that I understood, though, is that 95% of the wealth in the world is not on the left-hand side, because the left-hand side is where 95% of the population lives, but they only own 5% of the wealth. But you look on the right-hand side of the quadrant, there's only 5% of the population there, but they own 95% of the wealth. So I knew I wanted to be in the right quadrant, but I understood that I have to work smarter. So I looked at the biggest companies in the world that's there today. They all started as a home-based business. Isn't that amazing? And this is what happens. I went on Facebook and I said I started a business. When I said I started a job, you know what? There was 264 likes and 74 comments. But when I started a business, 7 likes and 3 comments. And I understood something. If you want to buy a Lamborghini, don't ask Toyota drivers for the experience. The most cooperative people in my life became the ones that were against me, because I went and invested into a company to change my life, to change the course of my family's life, and I was completely shocked by this understanding. And then let me tell you something today, my friends, as you're sitting over here right now. When you're trying to accomplish your dreams, it's not someone who will come and tell you with a knife or a gun. It's your own friends and family who will tell you it can't be done. I understood the law of association. You see, the law of association is a law. The law of gravity is a law where if I drop this clicker right now, it will hit the floor. Regardless I like the law or I don't like the law. Regardless I agree in the law, if I don't agree in the law, if I drop it, the clicker will hit the floor. The law of association says this: you are going to be the average of the 5 people that you hang around with. If the 5 of your friends are millionaires, you will be the 6th one. If the 5 of your friends are intelligent, you will be the 6th one. If the 5 of your friends are idiots, you will be the 6th one. The law of association says you will have what the 5 of your friends will have. You will have HAVE, you will have their health, you will have their attitude, you will have their values, and you will have their earnings. Does that make sense? You see, my friends, life is not measured by the breaths that you take. Life is measured by the moments that take your breath away. Life is not measured by the breaths that you take. Life is measured by the moments that take your breath away. Like the first time your first baby puts their little angelic fingers around your pinky. That is what you're going to remember, your pinky finger, for the rest of your life. Does that make sense? When you were a young boy or when you were a young girl and you fell down and you hurt your knees and you were bleeding and you see your mom with open arms and you walk and you run all the way and you know what, you put your hands around her and you put your actual ears on her bosom. That is the moment that you remember for the rest of your life. When you're standing and you know what, you're nervous and your dad's hand come on your shoulder and says, son, daughter, don't worry, it's going to be okay. Those are the moments you will remember for the rest of your life. So today I've come here to teach you. Today I've come here to train you on how you can be powerful. So are you ready? If you're ready, can you say I'm ready? The first thing is the letter P, and P stands for posture. Can you say posture? Posture means having a backbone. How many of you know people that have lost their backbone? They don't even walk up straight, they walk up bent. You look at them, they're always looking down. They don't even know that there is a sky up there. Isn't that amazing? The first thing you need to know, that the first thing for you to have posture in this business, that's when you're going to be powerful. P stands for posture. How do you become an overcomer? 3 things that you need to overcome. The first thing that you need to overcome is the biggest person in your entire life, that is you. You are the one who's going to decide if you are going to be a success story or you are going to be a failure. Does this make sense? Let me tell you the story that my grandfather once said. Here's what it is. Every single day, every single moment inside your brain, there is war that is happening. There's a fight that is happening between 2 wolves. One is the good wolf, the other is the bad wolf. The good wolf and the bad wolf fight every single day. And their fighting is those little voices that you hear every single day. Right now, there's a good wolf and the bad wolf working right now, fighting. So I asked my grandfather, what is the bad wolf and what is the good wolf? He said the good wolf is positive, the bad wolf is negative. The good wolf is encouraging, the bad wolf is discouraging. The good wolf will say good words, the bad wolf will say abusive words. The good wolf is honest, the bad wolf is dishonest. And the good wolf is good, the bad wolf is bad. I asked my granddad, hey granddad, which wolf will win? And he says, the one that you feed the most. What are you feeding yourself? Are you feeding yourself negativity every single day and you're complaining that your life is negative? You're feeding the wrong wolf. Start feeding the good wolf. Listen to good things all the time. So you see, when you start to listen to good things all the time, you'll now start to overcome yourself. It was Lao Tzu who said, the one who masters others is strong, but the one who masters himself is powerful. Does that make sense? You see, when there's a problem and plan A doesn't work, you got to be the leader who stands up and says, what's my plan B? You see, if plan A doesn't work, you don't have to worry because there's another 25 letters in the alphabet. So that's why you got to be A, B, C, always be cool. Look to your neighbor and say, always be cool. That's what leaders do. You see, leaders arise in the midst of challenges. Does that make sense? You see, a smooth sea never created a skilled sailor. You see, when everything is going so well, everybody wants leadership, but everything is in chaos. When everything is in disorder, when there's a total catastrophe, that's when the leader stands up. Superman was called Clark Kent only because he was a human being. But when did Superman become Superman? In the midst of a problem, in the midst of the chaos, the man comes out and becomes Superman. If you want to be a success story in this business, yes, let me tell you something, you got to be good at overcoming the challenges that come into your world. Does this make sense?